Hello, it is Monday, April 3rd, 2023. I'm Chris Primo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve, as we return to the new solving week with a themed Monday crossword. Should be fairly gentle one today, and this gentle edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Jenny Montague, Lewis Williams, Camtron, and, as always, the invaluable Timothy Mark, and the indomitable Shoalmaster. So thank you so much to the five of them, benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, for their generous support sustaining this channel. If you'd like to help sustain the channel as well by directly contributing, you can head over to the Patreon channel in the link in the description field underneath the video, or at patreon.com/dailysolve. And as a benefactor, you can get the Daily Solve Let's Check the Crosses mug. And of course, as any contributor, you can get access to all of the bonus videos that have gone up on the channel to date, as well as the new ones that go up each week, which has been several videos over the past few days. And every other day this week, there will be a new edition of the Bosswords Spring Themeless League competition series currently running. So look forward to that over the next several days. And thank you so much if you are a member of the Patreon campaign. Please do also subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've not gotten around to that, and you can join the Daily Solve Discord chat server in a link in the description field as well. So let's get on to today's puzzle, a Monday themed puzzle, constructed by David Distenfeld, who's constructed around half a dozen puzzles for the New York Times, and it was edited, as always, by Will Shorts. So let's start solving. Fictional Looney Tunes Corporation, that would be the Acme Corporation, probably most associated with Wile E. Coyote's sort of goods and objects that he purchases. To detest something or someone is to abhor it or them. Jim, who sang Time in a Bottle, is it Jim? I'm going to say this wrong, I'm sorry. Is it Jim Croce or Jim Croce? I actually don't know. Sorry. Neigh is to horse as what is to donkey. So this is an analogy. So we're relating each of these concepts. So neigh means the same thing with respect to horse that bray means with respect to donkey. In other words, the sound they make. Like a lion, but not a lioness. Oh, maned. Male lions have manes, and female lions do not. Bee storage centers could be what am I doing? Honeycomb, I think honeycomb can be used as a plural to refer to sort of a collective bunch of honeycomb, and that would allow for the S, but let's check the crosses and see if that bears out. Something made by Santa labeled naughty or nice. No, it doesn't. Because Santa makes a naughty or nice list. Hip hoppy brew could be IPA, referencing both that it's hoppy and bitter as a result, and hip because it's sort of popular among the kind of modern craft brew scene. Bean named for a South American capital, the Lima bean named for Lima, Peru, and chocolatey coffee flavor would be mocha. New York Stock Exchange events, I assume this stands for, are IPO's initial public offerings when a privately held company is taken public through sale of stock on an exchange. And St. Francis's home, so St. Francis of Assisi, notable saint and Christian thinker. All right, and that makes bee storage containers honey sacks. Okay, that makes sense. Beloved film character who says size matters not. That would be Yoda from the Star Wars films. And a cat, also called a dwarf leopard, must be an ocelot. I don't think I knew that terminology, but that must be the case. Peeper protectors could be eyelids. Is there any connection between that and honey sacks? I'm just trying to think if there's something thematic connected. Maybe these are both compound nouns dealing with anatomical elements, one half of which could also be a sort of bit of cookware or container or something. I don't know. I'm probably reaching. 100-yard runs, say, could be a dash, 100-yard dash. And option in a no strings attached relationship. Easy something. I'm not sure what this is looking for. Stylish could be chic. So what is this? Cast. Oh, sorry, I'm not sure. That guy's belongs to that guy that's his. And a timekeeping device that doesn't work when it's cloudy is solar. Not sure. Sundial, right? Okay. There we go. A sundial, which of course tells time based on the position of the sun. Oh, casual sex, I guess, the option in a strings attached relationship. And then that's a useful letter. Building wing, yes, a building wing is an annex. LGBT blank month, June. Pride month, of course, in June. And title pig in a children's show, Peppa Pig. I know people whose children sort of instantly fell in love with Peppa Pig. Basically, the first time they saw an image of it without even ever having seen the show. That's one of those things that seems to absolutely captivate children. Embellish as a resume, to pad a resume, and to decorate something is to adorn it. Eat, dig in, you might exhort your guests. And things to eat are edibles, things that are edible. They can be eaten safely. Portend is to bode. So an omen, for instance, could foretell an ill wind. It could bode poorly. And a device for someone who's hopping mad. In other words, someone who's mad about hopping. They're a big fan of their pogo stick, I guess. A small bay could be an inlet. And Trebek of Jeopardy could be, is it Alex Trebek? Yes, Alex Trebek. Sometimes I second guess myself and think it's Alec, but I don't think that's right. I don't know why I do that. Football interception leading to a touchdown, colloquially. I don't know. Unsurprisingly, I'm not sure. Field for an architect or an artist could be the field of design. A negative vote could be nay. And big letters in fashion. Oh, this is Donna Karan, New York. So notable fashion designer. And then tonic, go with gin and tonic, of course, a classic drink. And the Langley-based spy group is the CIA in Langley, Virginia, the Central Intelligence Agency. Theater backdrops could be what, scrims, or that's probably not really as accurate. What are they, sets, I suppose? I was thinking of the literal thing that hangs behind, but I guess the overall backdrop is the set. Affirmative vote is yay. Oh, so we have yay and nay over here. Affirmative vote and negative vote. Why is the sky blue, you ask rhetorically? Or I suppose you could ask that sincerely as well. And this is an odd clue, so it's just pies. It's the Greek letter and important mathematical concept pi with an apostrophe s. So pies, I guess, is the answer. Publicist's output in the face of controversy. A spin something. I don't know. Okay, Buzz Lightyear and Woody for two. Those are toys from the Toy Story films by Pixar. And peg for a golfer could be the tee on which the golf ball is placed. Holy wow. Oh-ho or something, or ooh, I'm not sure. Genre associated with black eyeliner. I think after not seeing this in the puzzle for a little while, this is now the third instance of it just in the past week, and it's emo, the official rock subgenre of the New York Times crossword. So, oh, holy wow's OMG, there we go. So used more often in sort of texting, I suppose. And then provokes is eggs. You could provoke someone, egg them on. Who said baseball is 90% mental, the other half is physical? That sounds like a classic Yogi Berra quote. The baseball player known for his, I don't know, I guess almost sort of Groucho Marx-like utterances. Publicist's output right. Saw that. Daddy-O, cool, or not sure. Football interception. I don't know. I'm not sure what this is. Looks like it could be pick six. I don't know why that would mean that. Crept is snuck up, maybe. And stockings for athletes. And on a boat, maybe. A sea. Okay, this isn't snuck up. I was thinking that didn't fit anyway, because you could say you crept up on someone or you snuck up on someone, but you couldn't, if the word here was snuck up, you'd have to then say crept up somebody. No, you'd have to say crept somebody or snuck up if you're adding an up to crept. I hope that makes sense. The point is, if you're using a phrase with up, you'd have to add it to the end of this and the end of the clue. But if you've already put it, the answer. But if you've already put it in the answer, you'd then be doubling it up. So anyway, sorry, that was a horrible, convoluted explanation. I'm going to move on. Playground places could be yards, maybe, or pig's pen, or parks. Pig's pen, a sty, a pigsty, probably parks. Playground could be in a public park. Oh, crept is sneaked. There we go. Okay. And then you could say crept up on or sneaked up on because we haven't already used the up in the answer. Wetlands waiter could be an egret, so a bird, a waiting bird. And part of a dictionary entry is the usage of the word. An example given. All set, ready, you might ask someone. And to come to a point is to taper. So as in, blade tapers. Stockings for athletes are tube socks, I see. And dressed for bed in your PJs, maybe in PJs, in pajamas. Daddy-o could pops, I see. So a sort of way to refer to another person, both as though they were your father in kind of mid-century cool slang. All right. Oh, spin job. Okay. So it was spin, the publicist output in the face of controversy. A spin job, I see. So they're, going on television and spinning the situation. An accessory named for a snake could be a boa, feather boa, named for a boa constrictor, presumably. And a high-ranking justices group is SCOTUS, the Supreme Court of the United States of America. Artist played by Selma Hayek in Frida. Well, they sort of give it away, don't they, by giving the name of the film Frida Kahlo. So on a later day of the week, we probably wouldn't have that last bit of the clue. But it's only a Monday. It's only meant to be gently challenging. Oof, sorry to hear it. That's something. Santa Ana, California. There we go. Boned by the humorous Ulna. Oh, that's funny. That's come up I've now seen that in 2 crosswords in the last week as well. Fly high is to soar. Oops, sorry, I said Kahlo, I think, and then I spelled Kala for some reason. Maybe because I was saying Frida and my mind put the A there. Anyway, to fly high is to soar. A leading actor or actress is a star. A reddish-brown shade is what? Charges for tipsy motorists for short. There are a few ways to abbreviate this because there are DWIs, driving while intoxicated, and DUIs, driving under the influence. And I don't know which I think is more common. But let's look at this. Here's a quick summary in internet speak. TLDR, well, it's a D is the same either way. And then, although I guess the I is the same, DWI or DUI. And so reddish-brown shade, still not sure. Creator of Horton the Elephant and Yertle the Turtle is Dr. Seuss, the children's author. Oh, sienna, as in burnt sienna. I always remember that crayon color. So such an evocative name, burnt sienna. To open a pen is to uncap it. A commonly sprained joint could be sprained my ankle, right, of course. That sucks, you might say. Oof, sorry to hear it. And if one used a surgical beam on someone or something, one lased it with a laser. So laser, which is itself an acronym, has sort of become a verb through common use. Cyber Monday event could be a sale, sort of sales event. And then if you did 70 in a 55 zone, e.g., in other words, the speed of your vehicle, you sped. So all have the usual, you might say, an unoriginal diner order. It is unoriginal, but it also, I have to say, it is also sort of a privileged order in the sense that if you're making it, it means you're known by the server. And that in itself is sort of not original per se, but slightly unique because I think very few people have the capability to do that. I don't think I'm enough of a regular anywhere to be able to say I'll have the usual and have it work. In any case, charges for, so that's a U, and then charges for tipsy motorists for short are DUIs, and then there we go. That was the Monday crossword. So what was going on? Oh. So I guess what's going on is that I might be missing something about the theme, but we have several second words in the, yeah, okay, we're using all of the available vowels from the same kind of consonant sound sandwich. In other words, we're putting A, E, I, O, and U within an S sound and a hard C or K sound with an S following that. So sax, sex, six, socks, and sucks. That's a bit of a tongue twister, isn't it? And is there anything else that's going on there? I can't tell. I'm not really sure. Apologies if I'm missing something. Do drop me a line. But it looks like what we have basically is just a very simple sort of oral explanation of sort of, phonetic, I guess, exploration of a particular surrounding vowel kind of bookend that it's filled with a vowel, or surrounding consonant bookends filled with a vowel. I hope I'm not missing something there. I might be. Let me know if I am. In any case, that's what it looks like to me. And that was The Monday Puzzle by David Distenfeld. A nice, gentle solve for the most part. Although maybe just a tad. Took me a tad longer than it might have on an ordinary Monday. And in any case, I'm going to quickly move on because I don't have very much time. But since I missed the clues from yesterday's puzzle yesterday, I'm going to read the clues from yesterday's puzzle today, or the comments about them, I should say. So I just saw two corrections. Geo488 corrects me, pointing out, of course, port is from Portugal, not Spain. And of course it is. Clues in the name. That's from Porto. And that was a silly mistake on my part. Thank you for that. And finally, Nick6 observes that I missed the obvious meaning of a thick bank of fog. I was thinking, fog on the banks of a river or a bay or something. But no, of course, you have a bank of fog, a fog itself, a fog bank, as Nick6 points out. So there we go. Two relatively simple things that I missed. Thank you for correcting me, as always. And I'll be back tomorrow for the Tuesday puzzle, another nice, gentle, themed crossword, presumably. Do join me then. Until that point, please do have an excellent remainder of your Monday. Take care.